let's say you the last night you had only like 5 hours sleep. So it doesn't mean that, today you try and go to bed earlier at maybe give you 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
That's like catching out of sleep.
Yeah.
It just piles up.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to the Product to Wellness podcast. Today we're going to talk about one of the toughest parts of parenthood, sleep. Today we have a certified health coach, Kenneth. We're going to talk about this topic, and Kenneth himself is a parent of 2 young children, so he's going to share his personal experience with us. So Kenneth, can you tell us how old are your children now?
Oh, they are 8 and 6 years old.
They're 8 and 6, so you're
Yes.
past that kind of
Well, you
difficult
could kind
phase.
of say that. Yeah. I mean, now at their age, their sleep is probably better. It's more routine. Yeah.
They so you have gotten them to sleep at a certain time and wake up at a certain time.
Yes. Especially, when the elder one is 8 years old, he has to wake up early for school. Then we have to have a set sleep routine so that he's not like tired and he couldn't wake up for the school. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure you had that phase when they were younger, they were toddlers or maybe even babies,
Yes.
where maybe your wife would have to like wake up in the middle of the night and to breastfeed and stuff, right?
Yeah.
How was sleep like for you guys?
I would say we needed to support each other. When the mom needs to feed the baby, then of course as a dad you just can give the emotional support for your wife so that she feels supported and get by the day. Of course there are times where we need to take shift so that each of us have adequate of rest. Yeah.
So during this period where you have to wake up in the middle of the night, almost like 2-3 times, something like that?
Maybe about 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours
at once. Yeah.
Is good sleep possible for parents?
I would say definitely that period. We probably don't talk about quality of sleep, but it is more like catching up on sleep. Whenever you have the chance, when the baby goes to sleep, take a nap
Just
together with the baby so that you get recharged. Yeah.
Okay, but catching up on sleep, I also heard that it's not actually possible. Like you can't make back the hours that you don't. You can't make back the hours because it's not quality. So is it quality or quantity?
Well, I guess it really depends. Because at that point of time, that period, I would guess you would want to get as much sleep as possible. So when we talk about catching up on sleep, sleep debt, for example, things like this may take a longer time. So for example, let's say you the last night you had only like 5 hours sleep. So it doesn't mean that today you try and go to bed earlier at maybe give you 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
That's like catching out of sleep.
Yeah.
It just piles up.
Okay. So it doesn't work this way. Yeah. And there's this circadian rhythm that the body follows, right?
Yes.
So maybe we can talk about the baby at this stage. The baby has also a circadian rhythm themselves, right? Like how can parents work around this timing?
So I guess as a newborn baby, right, they do not have a fixed circadian rhythm.
Okay.
Because they are still adapting to
see.
the world. But as new parents, what you can do is try to set the routine right. So having early in the morning, try to bring baby out for sun, get exposure, sun exposure, light exposure. Then of course by night time, you want to dim the light so that the baby knows that it's time to go to bed. So as the day goes by, I think by 2 or 3 months old, generally the baby will start to have a better sleep routine.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. And maybe practical tips that someone who might come to you to say like, hey, Kenneth, I need some help because I'm not getting enough sleep and I can't help it because my baby is waking up all the time. Are there some tips that you can offer?
While my baby was younger, me and my wife actually explored sleep training.
Okay.
Sleep training. You think like what's sleep
What's
training
training?
about?
Yeah.
So essentially, right, is like having a sleep diary for the baby. So what we realized is that having to put the baby on time for nap, setting the right timing, it actually plays a part in helping them to get better sleep and their timing gets more routine. Yes.
So basically you try to build a habit for the baby.
Yes. And that happens the timing will adjust as they start to grow.
I see.
Yes. So like maybe in their early days, sometimes they strive better to have like maybe every after 1 hour or 2 hour activities, they got to go to nap. Then maybe as they is older, you can stretch them a little longer so their playtime gets longer
I see,
before you
okay.
put them down for another nap.
Okay. So really training them to build this routine and the
Yes,
habit so the
yes.
parents can get more sleep as
Yes,
well.
it's essential because that's what we realized after we sleep train our baby. That's where we have sufficient sleep.
Okay, then you can become also like you are in a better mood and you can probably take care of your baby better as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other practical tips like maybe should they wear certain clothes, dim the lights, or like music?
So of course, I'm not sure about everyone. Like when I was younger, I believe everyone have this
Yes.
that our parents feel that having something to put on a chest makes you sleep better. Yes, we have that as well. Another thing that what we did was having this sleep suit for the baby.
A sleep suit.
Sleep suit.
Okay.
I can't exactly remember what is it called. So basically, it's a suit. You slot them in. Then you just keep their hands in the natural position.
Like this.
Yes, correct. So they don't really move out because baby gets startled very easily.
Okay.
So usually is the startle that cause them to be awakened.
I see.
Yeah. So I think it's same like having the chocho putting on the chest to give them the assurance, comfort, so that they feel safe. So that sleep suit is wonderful.
It was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Okay. So they basically can't move and they look cute as well.
yes. So we did that for the younger one, but not the elder one because of course usually the elder one we're still exploring, so we are sure. So we get more experience than the second one. We have that sleep suit for.
Okay. Yeah. That's nice. That's a cute way to make your baby sleep as well. Okay.
I think one more tip that I want to share is that get help if you need to. So having your parents or your parents-in-law or even your sister-in-law, brother-in-law, everyone in the family helps. It is the best. And don't worry about the household chores.
Don't worry about household chores.
Don't worry about household
chores. The house can be messy.
Yes,
but the baby takes precedence.
Yes. And your sleep will get better eventually.
Okay. I think during this phase, there's a lot. I mean, I think everyone goes through different phases at different times. This is the time where you don't need to be so particular about your house and how clean it is. Yes. But it will be over soon. Okay, so we spoke about tips for the baby.
Yes.
How about tips for the parents? Like how can they themselves sleep better?
Well, I guess one of the mistake that parents make is that trying to catch up on the day.
Yes.
So like you miss out on the day, so you want to catch up on the day. Some maybe like just scrolling their phones, or maybe like binge watch your dramas,
correct.
Korean dramas.
Yes.
But I guess at that point of time, what you want is really to have a wind down routine, so that your mind is resting. You get the rest that you need. So what you can do is you can same thing, dim the lights. 30 minutes before you really want to go to bed, put aside your phone, okay? Then try and get comfortable, set up your bed, make sure you are comfortable and just, so that you can get to sleep and you get better sleep.
Okay. So a wind down routine and I think this is the phase where you don't need to overachieve as well. You don't need to feel like I miss out on life and I need to catch up on all my dramas. The dramas will be there to stay.
Oh, yes.
So how about, let's talk a bit about the circadian rhythm, right? So you mentioned that quality is also important.
Yes.
A baby doesn't have a circadian rhythm
Not established yet.
Not established yet. But ourselves as adults, we do have, right? So how about people who say that, I get 10 hours of sleep, but they sleep at 3 a.m. versus somebody that says, I get 7 hours, but I sleep at 11. Is the quality of sleep different?
Yes. Because our body has this, like you mentioned, circadian rhythm. So generally, good timing to go to bed is, I think, sometime between 9 to 11.
9 to 11
9 to 11, yeah. So I always tell my clients is that, you make a good example, having someone who sleep at 3 a.m. but wakes up at maybe 10 a.m., that's 7 hours, comparing to someone who sleeps at maybe 12 a.m. and wakes up at 7 a.m. I think the one who sleep at 12 generally feel refreshed as compared to one sleep later, because it's just our body clock get adjusted.
And this is to do with the light and the sunlight and all that as well, right? Okay.
Yes.
So our body actually should kind of follow this kind of rhythm. But what if someone is on say night shift, like a parent who is waking up in the middle of the night to breastfeed? How can they, optimize their sleep?
I guess the only option is to sleep whenever you can. So
okay.
when baby goes to sleep, just put down everything, just go to sleep with the baby so that you are ready when the baby wakes up for the next feed or for the, I don't know, anything that the baby requires you to. Yeah.
Okay. You also you mentioned some mistakes earlier that people can make, right? Are there more mistakes? Because sometimes today, I mean, we hear things like, oh, you shouldn't have your phone next to your bed, so on and so forth. Is there things that we commonly do that actually is not good for sleep?
Yes, definitely. So like for myself,
Yeah.
I actually did a small little experiment.
Okay.
So there was a period where I took my phone to my room,
Yes.
okay, to the bedroom, and when your phone is there, you have a tendency to let's scroll,
Yes,
let's
yes,
scroll.
yes.
Okay, 30 minutes, that's it. Okay, then you put aside. Okay, I stick to that. Then after that, I actually did another experiment. Try and leave my phone outside of the room. Leave it to charge without bringing it to the room. So what I do essentially is when I go to the room, because there's no gadgets, you will go to sleep. Okay. Then I compare the sleep quality.
Yes.
I feel better, well rested when I leave my phone outside the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is just because we just can't stop. It just
Yes,
causes us
and
to...
the lights,
and the
the
blue
bright
light,
lights.
right?
Yes, correct. Actually disrupt your this sleep hormone, melatonin.
I see.
Yeah, from
Okay.
releasing. Then generally it affects your sleep.
Okay. Earlier you mentioned about that you did the experiment on
Yes.
yourself. You measured your sleep quality, right? How
Yes.
did you measure?
Of course, not the most scientific way.
Yeah.
Generally, it's based on my feel through the day. So, what you can do is, so if you are like a coffee lover,
Yes.
in the day, right?
Yeah.
You can judge how much coffee do you drink. Then maybe you try and cut down to see if you feel still feel tired or you generally feel okay. Then I guess that would tells you that actually your sleep quality is okay. Yeah. You don't
Okay.
need that much caffeine to last you through the day.
I
But
see.
if you cut down and you feel tired, then I guess you got to do something to your sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because I thought you would use some sort of gadget to measure your sleep or like, wear a tracker or something. But I think your point is that you are listening to your body to kind of track yourself.
Yes. Of course, I do wear an Apple Watch.
Okay.
Apple Watch.
Yes,
It does the sleep tracking, but it may not be like the actual gold standard that we use for
Right.
measure. But it does give you an idea on your sleep quality. You can use that as well. And of course that together with how you feel, I think that gives you a more assurance that hey, the sleep is good or the sleep is bad.
I see. Okay. Yes. I think the best. I think we like this can only be a tool to tell you.
Yes.
How many hours you slept, how many and your REM and all that, right?
Yes.
But I think the best way is really to feel yourself and whether you're rested or not.
Yep.
So Kenneth, now that your children are both older, right?
Yes.
So is sleep perfect already for you?
Well, I guess there's no perfect sleep. Yeah. Of course, there are good days, there are bad days. Well, we just gotta make adjustment to your life. Yeah.
But now that they are older, they have a routine. Then are there still some challenges that you face with them?
They do have a sleep routine, and yes, it does help in terms of getting them to bed on time. But there will be days, kids being kids, maybe they are overstimulated through the day, especially like the weekends where you have lots of activities. Then they might sleep a bit later. But I think what we as parents need to do is that don't struggle. Okay, it's just a phase. Of course, then let's start the routine again. Yeah.
Okay. And your sleep has improved, I imagine, now that you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night.
Much better. Much better. Yes.
Okay. How about let's say now that you have stabilized your routine, and I think many of us who are adults, are there food or I mean I've read certain things like drinking a cup of chamomile tea at night, or maybe eating like a few walnuts or something would help you sleep better. Are there some guidelines or advice that you would give?
I was actually researching on foods that help us to sleep better. So I came across this research. Actually, it's on kiwi.
Kiwi,
yes. So by having 2 kiwi before bed, actually helps you to
sleep better.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think kiwi helps to helps this hormone serotonin. Okay. that help us to relax and you can go to bed, sleep.
Oh, that's
better.
interesting.
Yes.
Okay, because I imagine the sourness will wake you up, but it's actually gonna promote
Yes,
sleep.
it's gonna.
How about food that you shouldn't eat before bedtime?
I guess what you want to do, of course, skip supper.
Skip supper.
Having a full stomach
Yes.
sometimes may affect your sleep.
Mm.
Yeah. So time your dinner. Maybe you want to have at least 2 to 3 hours before your bedtime so that your body has enough time to digest the food. And of course, try not to go for very spicy food, late at night, which will generally affect your stomach.
Okay.
Yes.
So if Kenneth earlier mentioned that sleeping time, the best optimal sleep would be like 9 to 11. So I guess if it's like 2-3 hours before, your dinner time should be about 6.
6,
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good optimal time.
Yes.
Okay. At Prologue, we believe that healthcare deserves a new narrative. If you like this episode, please feel free to subscribe to our channel or share this with someone who might need it. Till then, take care and be well.